Now that you have successfully listed your product on your Amazon seller account, you are prepared to move forward with shipping it so you can start using the Amazon FBA program. In this module, I will guide you through the entire procedure of sending your first Amazon FBA shipment, explaining each part clearly and step by step. There are 3 major stages involved in sending your shipment to Amazon correctly. The first stage is preparing your items for shipment. The second stage is creating a detailed shipping plan. The third and final stage is booking your shipment collection. I will walk you through every stage individually and explain everything in a simple and understandable manner. Let us begin. After opening your Amazon inventory, locate the product you want to send to Amazon. Click on the 3 dots next to the product and then scroll until you find the option that says Print Item Labels. Select it, and this will open a new page or tab. Here you must enter how many units you plan to send. For example, if I intend to send 10 units, I simply type 10 in the box. After entering the quantity, choose the label format you want to use. You can choose from standard printing formats or thermal printing formats. Investing in a thermal label printer is extremely useful because it saves a significant amount of money over time. A thermal printer does not require ink, and it prints using heat on special thermal paper, making it very economical. In the long run, I strongly recommend switching to a thermal printer because it reduces printing costs compared to a standard printer, which most people already have at home. For this demonstration, let us assume that you are using a normal home printer. A standard printer is simply an ink or laser printer. In that case, choose the standard label format and use the sheet that contains 44 stickers. A 44 label sheet looks like this. You can purchase a pack of 100 A4 sheets, and each sheet includes 44 labels. Place the sheet into your standard printer, and you can print your labels from there. When you click Print Item Labels, a file will automatically download to your device. You will see the labels arranged in the exact order they will print. All you need to do is click the Print button, insert the label sheets into the printer, and the labels will print correctly. Once the printing is complete, remove the labels and place them on each of your products. You can place the label anywhere there is open space on the packaging. If the product already contains a barcode printed on it, make sure you place Amazon's barcode directly on top of the original barcode. Some new sellers often ask why they should cover the product's existing barcode or why they need to add an Amazon barcode at all if one already exists. Amazon does not force you to apply their barcode to every item. However, I strongly advise that you always apply Amazon's barcode to every single unit you send. Let me explain the reason. Imagine that you and I are selling the exact same item. I send 5 units, and you send 5 units. If neither of us adds Amazon's barcode to our items, then once our products arrive at the fulfillment center, all of our units can get mixed together. Amazon will not be able to determine which units belong to which seller. If I accidentally send 4 defective units while your units are in perfect condition, Amazon might give my damaged stock to your listing and place your perfect units into my inventory. This could result in a financial loss for you. All of this can be avoided by simply attaching the Amazon barcode label. So always cover the existing barcode with Amazon's barcode. If the product has no barcode at all, place the Amazon label anywhere suitable. For example, this product has no barcode, so I applied the Amazon barcode right here. Another common question is how to label products that are sold as a 2-pack. If you sell a pack of 2, you do not apply labels to each individual item. Instead, place both items into a poly bag that includes a suffocation warning label, seal it securely, and turn the 2 items into one sellable unit. You will need to find your own supplier to purchase these poly bags or order from Amazon. Place both items in the poly bag, peel the adhesive strip, seal the bag tightly, and then attach one barcode label to the outside of the poly bag. This makes both units officially one product. Now that all your items are labeled correctly, you need to place them inside a shipping box. This is an example box, but you can use any box as long as none of its measurements exceed 63.5 centimeters. This limit applies to the length, width, and height. As long as all sides are under that measurement, the box qualifies as a standard size shipment. The box may have printed graphics on it, and you are allowed to reuse packaging that previously came from Amazon. Simply place your labeled units inside the box. Put them inside, close the box carefully, and tape it securely. Once sealed, your items are properly packed. After sealing the box, there are 2 measurements you must record. First, measure the box's length, width, and height using a measuring tape. Second, weigh the box on a scale. Once you have both the box weight and dimensions, the preparation stage is complete. Let us move to the second stage, which is creating a shipping plan. If your product is fragile or made from glass, you must also wrap it in bubble wrap. You can purchase bubble wrap from the same supplier that sells poly bags or from Amazon. Simply cut the bubble wrap into pieces, wrap your product, tape it securely, and then apply the barcode. If it is a pack of 2, place both bubble-wrapped items inside a poly bag, seal the bag, and attach the label. To create your shipping plan, go back to your Amazon inventory page. Click the 3 dots again and choose Send or Replenish Inventory. If this is your first time creating a shipping plan, Amazon will ask for your ship from address and the marketplace you are selling in. After that, go to the product information section and enter how many units you are sending. In this example, the quantity is 10. Click Ready to Pack. You also have the option to print SKU labels from this page, but since we already printed them earlier, we do not need to repeat this step. Select Pack Individual Units. If this is your first shipping plan for this product, Amazon may ask who is responsible for preparing the items. Select by seller because you can handle the preparation yourself. Amazon can do prep tasks such as bubble wrapping or labeling, but they charge additional fees for these services. Doing the preparation yourself saves money. If Amazon determines that your item requires prep, they will inform you on this screen. Once this information is complete, click Ready to Pack and continue. Next, Amazon will ask whether all your units are packed into one box or multiple boxes. Choose the accurate option. For this example, everything fits in one box, so I select one box. Enter these details of the box's weight and dimensions, and confirm your packing information. You may see some warnings on this page. Most can be ignored unless your box weighs more than 15 kilograms. If it does, you must print a heavy package label and attach it to the top and all sides of the box. This usually requires 5 labels. Also remember that for standard size shipments, no box can weigh more than 23 kilograms. So keep 2 rules in mind. First, no side of the box should exceed 63.5 centimeters. Second, the weight cannot go beyond 23 kilograms. If you are sending an oversized item, then different rules apply. For oversized items, the weight may be allowed up to around 30 kilograms, and the side length may exceed 63.5 centimeters. You should always refer to Amazon's official help page before sending your items. Accurate measurements are extremely important because incorrect values can result in shipment delays or extra charges. After completing this step, continue to the next page. First, select the ship date. Then select Small Parcel Delivery because we are not sending a pallet shipment. Choose one of Amazon's partnered carriers that is available in your region. Amazon will show the available carriers and their rates directly in your shipping plan. When you scroll down, you will see which Amazon fulfillment center your shipment will be delivered to. This is simply for your awareness. Agree to the terms and conditions, then accept the charges and confirm the shipping. Once you accept the charges and confirm the shipment, there will be a cancellation period during which you can cancel without any fees. Check your Amazon account for the specific duration of this window. Your final shipping charge will depend on the carrier you selected and the details of your shipment, so review the cost preview inside your shipping plan to confirm the correct amount. After confirming the shipment, proceed to the third stage, which is printing your box label. Earlier, we printed product labels. Now you will print the box label, which must be attached to the outside of your shipping box. When the driver arrives to collect your package, they will scan this label, and it provides them with the exact destination information. Place the sheet into my regular printer, print the labels, peel them off, and attach them to the side of the box. Always place the shipping label on the side of the box rather than the top. Amazon recommends this because boxes are often stacked on top of each other during transport. If the label is on the top, the barcode may be scratched or damaged, which can prevent the carrier from scanning it. A damaged barcode increases the risk of your shipment getting lost. So always attach the label to the side. Print the label, peel it off, and stick it to the side of the box. Even if the label is slightly larger than the box surface, you can place it neatly in 2 parts, but make sure the barcode is fully visible and easy to scan. After attaching the label, find the section that says View Tracking Details. Here, your tracking number will be displayed. Copy this number because you will need it during the collection booking process. Now we enter stage 3, which is scheduling your collection. Go to Google and search for the carrier's website, for example, FedEx, UPS, or whichever carrier Amazon selected for your region. Go to the official site. When the site loads, accept any necessary cookie permissions. Navigate to the shipping menu and choose the option Schedule a Collection. This will open a collection booking form. If you already have an account with the carrier, certain fields may autofill. Creating an account is usually free. In this demonstration, we are not signed in, so we will complete everything manually. The first question will ask whether you have a pre-printed label. Select yes because you have already printed your box label. Enter the tracking number you copied earlier into the field. If you are shipping multiple boxes, each box will have a different tracking number. To enter multiple numbers, type the first one, add a comma, add a space or no space, and then type the next number and so on. Next, enter your company or business name. Then provide the full collection address. This is where the driver will come to pick up your package. If you cannot be at home during the collection window, you can arrange the pickup at a friend's house or any address where someone will be present. The driver will go strictly to the address you enter, so make sure the details are correct. Now add the package information. Enter how many boxes you are sending and the total weight. For example, if you are sending one box weighing 10 kilograms, choose one and enter 10 kilograms. If you are sending 10 boxes weighing 10 kilograms each, you would enter 100 kilograms. The carrier needs this data so they can allocate the appropriate driver and vehicle. Next, you must also indicate whether any of your boxes weigh more than 32 kilograms. After that, you can choose your preferred collection time window. The carrier service is very flexible, and depending on your location and their cutoff times, they may be able to collect your shipment as soon as the next day. Most carriers work within a several-hour window for pickups. Choose your collection location preference, type your email address, and click Next. After clicking Next, review all the information carefully and press Confirm. Many people accidentally skip the confirmation step, which results in the driver not arriving. Once you confirm, the process is complete. From this stage onward, you do not need to do anything further. The carrier will come to the address you provided, collect your box, and deliver it to Amazon. Once it arrives, Amazon will open the box, count the units, inspect each item, scan the Amazon barcodes, and store your products in the fulfillment center. After everything has been processed, your Amazon inventory will show that your product is active, and customers will be able to place orders. That is the full process from start to finish. If you had a good time watching, go ahead and drop a comment, share it with your friends, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so you're first in line for all the exciting videos coming up.